hell?
Yeah, why isn't it using the thumbnail?
Good question. Should readdress that.
Did I end and restart? Because what the hell?
I think you can change it. Like go in and edit it.
Now I'm wondering where I do that. Probably in YouTube.
Yeah. Like edit the video.
Well, I was logged in as my.
It worked when I posted the link because I don't know if you just changed it or whatever. When I just posted
No,
it in
I didn't change
Discord, it
anything.
worked.
It looks
Or
like
maybe
it
it was
just
just
took
temporary.
its time to apply it.
I like how the default is our banner.
Right? What's up, Danny? What's up? I miss you.
We are going to dominate Ottawa tonight.
What did I say in the chat the other day? Like 5-2, I think.
I think we shut them out.
But ain't
Who's in net?
for
Our boy,
who?
right?
Yeah, it's Lion.
Don't matter who's in net for them. They're screwed. Lion? Yeah, easy. Maybe one goofy one, but not much you can do about those.
Oh, they actually did bring back Pride Nights, huh?
Yeah. They got scared. I bet it was unintentional, but I bet someone realized removing Pride Night and adding Faith Night was a weird combo. And they were like, hold up. maybe. Maybe that was a little too on the nose.
Next year, though, we'll get. You know what
We're
happened?
early.
What's that?
I said we early.
A little bit. Gives us an opportunity, talk about other things going on in Detroit. How we suffered the most devastating loss in my sports watching lifetime.
Not even mad. Not even mad.
No, like I will say this Monday, super difficult. I won't lie. I genuinely felt like I had a huge funk through the entire day from like the moment I woke up. Like, actually, when I woke up, I was still thinking about it. It was like one of the first thoughts that I had when I was going to brush my teeth and shower was, damn, Lions lost. And it like stuck with me all day. I was late to work, tough goings. And it wasn't until yesterday with the news of Ben Johnson that I just started looking at the bright side again. Ben Johnson absolutely pulled me away from the cliff.
I was good by the time we got to the car.
I was not.
I'm just built different. I will say with stuff like that, I want to give myself a pat on the back and a massive high five to those who've gotten me there. My ability to handle stuff like that and my mental health is in a totally different place than it was a little over a year ago. That I did find a few other people that shared this sentiment, and I've described this a few times. Described it in our like their chilling Discord and stuff like that. That first half of football, I was jumping up and down. I was hugging you. I was hugging Tally. I was high-fiving strangers. I was screaming at the top of my voice. For a brief moment in my life, the Detroit Lions were going to the Super Bowl. They were. For a brief hour period, however long a half takes, we were going to the Super Bowl. The amount of joy I felt in that time was stronger than any other time I have felt watching sports. So at the end of the day, worth. The ending, of course it sucked. But that was probably the most fun, the most hype, and some of the best I felt watching sports in my entire life. And the Lions delivered that. I can't be mad. I can't be mad. Tell me that wasn't the most fun you can remember watching sports.
Was.
That was insane. Did the ending suck? Yeah. But I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like as much as that sucked, the Lions have also prepared me for that. I feel like that hurts other fan bases 100 times more. Because we've had Justin Tucker hit the bottom bar to break the record to beat us in like whatever that was. Like could have been like Dan Campbell's first win. I don't need to go down the list of like the million times we've had our hearts ripped out. But I feel like other fan bases don't handle that well.
I'm with you.
I feel like it was the best combination of things, the greatest I could have ever felt. And they've hurt me so much in the past that it was a little easier to move past it. And Ben obviously helped that out by saying he was staying. So
it was the happiest I've ever felt watching sports, and it was the saddest I've ever. All within 2-hour span. I was not over it for a little while. Monday was real tough. In the moment that I saw the Ben news, like that was my, okay, we're looking towards next year. We've had the building block of each year getting better. And you can look at the stories of teams gotten to the position that we did kind of out of nowhere. Prior seasons, they had the right pieces, their organization making the right decisions. They made it back. They remained successful. I'm literally thinking of like the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes lost to Tom Brady, lost to a fantastic team. That's with the Patriots. So when they were still in the AFC, made it to the AFC Championship with Patrick. Obviously had all those pieces around. They continue to build, had the right coaches, had the right ownership, making the right moves. You can go back. When we have the possibility of keeping both coordinators that have shown over the last 2 seasons to be very adaptable and be able to make the changes they need to start winning, yeah, I'm just back on the hype train. I'm already hoping to randomly find on my Facebook, my YouTube algorithm, another Lions 2024-2025 hype video.
hey, we've been to more NFC championship games than the Cowboys have in the last 25 years.
Yep.
America's team.
Top line's getting the start. That's good. Got experience. Definitely win it next year. At least make a Super Bowl appearance. I mean, I'm not going to say like it's a for sure.
It's a for sure.
But I damn like our chances.
We're the best team in this conference. We're going. It would take unforeseen, unexpected like changes in the negative for me not to have us as the favorite.
Yeah.
We're winning. We're going.
Dallas
We winning it all? I don't know. We going? We going. We're the only team that I've seen that was like up in that discussion that is coming back next year with pretty much the same team. Other than, like the things that could go are not deal breakers. Also, CJ can get the hell out of town. I have no interest. He still owes me $5.
You should report. Oh, did you ever report him on Twitch or no?
I started it, but I just didn't follow through. I just didn't really feel like it was too much work.
Whew, that's a solid start there, MSU. Is anyone
The
discovered?
Dallas Cowboys really are the Maple Leafs.
Yeah. Has anyone discovered more about like what had been going on with Kane? Did they actually share what the injury was? Like, I feel like I've been paying attention, but it feels weird how little we've heard about it and how long it's been and how he even came out and said something like he's feeling great right now. I don't know if it's like us protecting him from himself or I'm just saying, I think we've been watching this for like 10 minutes now. I think I've seen us with that dance out of the off the rink into the locker room like 4 times in 10 minutes.
I don't know if that was live or what, but like a few minutes ago when they showed them talking, the clock behind him said 15 minutes. So I'm starting to think this is like a 7:15 or 7:20 start, not a 7 o'clock start.
I just swore online it said
I'm not
7
saying the
o'clock.
online says anything different. I'm saying I think sometimes they tell you a little bit earlier. Get your eyes on the network.
If that's what they did, it worked because yeah, online is still 7. Even NHL.com says 7.
But you know what's more reliable? The
Jumbotron?
actual clock
Yeah.
beat saying 7:07, and they're not playing hockey 7 minutes ago.
Oh, is it on ESPN Plus too? Justin, I get that, but still, like, you do hear them across the NHL start to like talk more about what it was.
How nasty does your sport have to be that that's how you have to hide injuries? Like, I kind of hate that.
I'd find- Also, I guess this is going to be the last time we play them all year, which is kind of weird to think that in our like a few game over the halfway point of a season, we aren't going to see someone from our division.
Yeah.
Double checking. We are live, right?
Yeah. Why?
Just just checking. Because with everything saying 7,
I can refresh it. All I ever did was click this. Now we're getting a national anthem. So they're still not playing. There's no way it's on. They're singing the damn national anthem. Unless we're like a full 5 minutes behind, which would be wild.
what up,
What's up,
Adrenaline?
adrenaline? Yeah, the game said it was at 7. The fact that it's 7:10 and we ain't playing hockey is not ideal. At least the song's fire.
Good at it.
She alright. She's no Karen Newman.
I did not see that, Casey. I saw that he was like tearing up though, choking up. Damn, Sprong down on the fourth line.
Are you pretending lines matter again? Or are you forgetting that they don't?
Got me. Jordan, I think it's going to be standing on business. I think the points mean too much with where they are and where we are, that maybe if the right place, right time, you have the opportunity to do something, sure, but I don't think we're going out searching.
Sure, out of breath.
Cardi just for the Ottawa game. I don't know if you've seen Cardi in a while. Not looking the hottest. Craig Monroe.
What is this? What is this? We we pulling puck chains now? Where's our button? What the fuck?
At least
What
it
is
actually
this thing?
does something now, okay? Like,
What is this?
At
No,
least it
doing
does.
something is not the bar. Have a higher bar. What is? I need like lore. I need lore. You can't just put a puck on a chain, have smoke come out, and say that's what happens. At least it does something. Give me a reason. All right, I built my own lore. That's like the old. It needs to have more of a horn sound attached to it, not like a truck horn, but like the old like work horn, the old like car factories.
True. Can you turn this up?
Upgraded to the chain. Man, we have different opinions. I like the smoke. I don't know how I feel about the chain yet. It's gonna have to grow on me. Someone's gonna rip that puck off for sure.
Oh, that was a slick pass back by Joseph. Let's make it on that. Rumors of Giroux being traded are starting to go around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're at the bottom of the division. Also with Chikrin, rumors regarding him.
Song's a banger.
Oh, nice
Whew.
poke.
Let's go. Let's go, Mata.
Oh, look at them hands go. Woo.
Oh,
Those were
use the
blazing
ref as a
fast.
screen too.
Top to the Michigan. Oh, hit that pass. It's a really good shot. Woo. Who's their player that came back after their suspension? I don't think it was actually Shane Pinto, was it?
I think it was.
I thought it was someone else on it, but you might be right. Forecheck so far is solid. Oh, how do you break his stick? But it was Derek Lee on Twitter who recently shared his frustration that whenever Ottawa wants to trade a player or needs to trade a player, like they're always told that they need to like expect lower than market value because of them just being like Ottawa, I guess, which that's a tough spot to be in, huh?
Why do they have to expect lower than market value?
Because I guess they just always have. So teams don't come to them with fair offers and like everyone kind of just takes advantage of them.
I mean, be less trash in your front office, I guess. That's all I can say.
Yeah. It was Shane Pinto. Thanks, Justin. I mean, it would be silly for either team not to come out like this, Justin. Like, what are you going to do? Just put your team on the PK early in a game? In modern day NHL, it's all about doing things at the right time. Oh, wow. Oh, it's going to be
That's
off.
off. Welcome any military personnel that are watching this stream.
Yeah. We can't get it on AFN. AFN isn't working here right now. YouTube's working, though. Job by
Up
Comfort. They're
tally.
not giving him anything. Hey, Tally. Oh,
Should be
that
1-0.
save? Miss.
I think you missed.
All right, we're getting worked. We get the puck to go out of play. That again, yeah. Wow. I'm pretty sure the last couple times we played the Senators, he's had some massive opportunities and not capitalized on them.
Sounds like they need to trade him too. Get some value. He just reached back to grab the iPad. I wouldn't watch that back, buddy. Nice pass to yourself.
All part of the plan. Off.
I
Oh
love being
boy.
offsides.
I wonder what the media in Pittsburgh sounds like, knowing that you're hitting like the tail end of being competitive and really hoping to find like a wild card spot, knowing you still have Crosby, Malkin, Letang.
Give them 1 or 2 seasons, they're gonna win the draft lottery. Mark my words.
Pretty uneventful game so far. 3 shots in 7 minutes of play. Low.
Yeah, but the Tarasenko one doesn't count as a shot.
Man, this is a couple times now. They've had some really good pressure in our zone. You know what? It wasn't pretty, but that was effective. Oh,
Oh,
Raz. Damn.
good try.
That number should change to 1 for. Nice play, Ghost. Oh,
Damn.
waiting in the creek. Beautiful play from Ghost to the neutral.
I
Did
think
you
Wanda
hear him?
wanted to play it.
Yeah.
Did I hear him? I'm here, Philly. Of course I heard him. Time check 11, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that's a goal, baby.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Sprung.
Sprong's a killer. Who lost the puck there?
Number 26. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, typical 26s, am I right?
Hey. He might put in a Hattie. We don't know.
Lines don't matter.
Lines don't matter. Every line scores. Never told me at the Lions game because I think lost and you weren't really feeling it anymore. How good was the woo that night?
It's much better. It's much better. I wish you would be a little less picky about when you use it, but it was
Oh.
much better.
Oh. Ah. Oh,
Oh, Larkin.
that's so smooth. That's such a smooth transition of all of his momentum. Beautiful pass from Raymond through a defenseman's feet there. Oh, Justin, I think you gotta be a little more understanding about a puck smacking those things in the mask. What's what that's gonna do to some straps.
I don't know. It doesn't happen to our goalies. But then again, we in Detroit, we always strapped.
Also, one of our goalies just ducks out of the way of him. So
Hey, our helmet don't fall off though. The play still stops on the shot, but that's only because the puck went in the net.
Why does this keep happening? Oh, because they just cut it off? Okay. Don't you think you could walk by Christian Fisher and Meyer and not know it?
I could walk past almost every NHL player and it wouldn't catch my eye unless you told me I was looking for one. None of them, I feel like so few of them look like out of the ordinary noticeable that I would catch it while doing like my grocery shopping.
You remember how weird it was to like actually see how big Jonathan Erickson was at that grocery store?
Yeah, but he was so skinny though.
But he was so tall.
Fisher looks like he'd be the guy like working on my car.
Yeah.
Motto looks like the guy who would be selling it to me. That'd be a weak call. Thank you for not. I
I would have never
think refs will
anticipated.
deepen their voice before they make that call. I
Yeah.
don't think he sounds like that. I just don't buy it. Oh wow, it's crazy how your arm just like chicken wings and locks to your hip so it hangs onto that stick like that. That's pretty cool.
I would have never guessed Brady Kachuk to be the one who's drawn the most penalties in the. I think you could give me a guess of 300 players and he wouldn't be one of them. I mean, 3-on-2. No.
Sick pass.
Oh. I am happy to see that like our power play has changed things up being
Oh,
Pretty
Try to
stubborn.
do a little razzle dazzle.
Oh, I see what you did. All right, they're set up with 40 seconds.
Wow.
Oh, they are moving it fast.
I guess that was my Wario impression.
Nice
I like that he took
block.
that shot. Has a terrible shot, and I love it.
Oh, I thought he. With Kachuk not looking at the play, that's crazy that Wellman doesn't get it.
That's
Woo!
what's up.
Wellman getting a stick high on Joseph there. Dude, I don't know what it is. Why am I so critical of the camera work this year? Like that was brutal what we just witnessed. Why would you think that's the best shot that you could show?
I think they're just trying to be special.
Uh we win tonight. I think we're third in the Atlantic. I think we're officially out of the wild card spot and we have up.
Bruh, they added Christian McCaffrey to the 99 club after that game. And JMO got a +1 to his overall.
Pretty fair. He had a really big game.
If I told you 3 of his stats got a plus, or 3 of his attributes got a +1, do you think you could guess any 3 of them?
Um no, but I want to give it a shot.
That was the implication.
Oh, okay. Um Carrying.
No,
Change of direction.
no.
Oh
I will
no.
say mine would have been like ball carrier vision or something, or like break tackle. And
Yeah.
it's neither of those.
I mean, can I take a stab at the easy one of like awareness?
No. Deep route running,
Okay.
medium route running, and catching. The only one I really get from that game is catching from that wild ass catch he made where like he took the ball back. That was a real tiger.
Was it tranked or
That's just how tigers be.
put him on ice? Oh, bless that guy though, huh?
It's crazy that the game was supposed to start at 7 and 7:35 still hasn't started, huh?
Crazier part is that they gave us a 1-0 lead before the game started.
That's the FanDuel betting. That's the plus goal.
Lost the glove. Oh, Joseph. Smack it. Oh.
What was that? What are we doing?
I don't know.
No!
Wow.
Off the post and everything. Can we stop with the so much movement on these board graphics?
It is silly.
Lock it in per play. And if you really need to, do one change if it's been too long between whistles or something. I don't need 15 seconds of poker chips falling on the boards when I'm trying to just watch the team. It's so distracting. I hate how much movement's on the boards during, especially when the play is up near those boards. It all just looks so stupid.
Yep.
Put ads anywhere you want. Don't move. Don't move while the game's going.
No GIF. Heck,
Stop literally trying to distract me from the game. That's like, why else would you have a movement in your ad?
yeah, that's purely why it's there.
So why is your YouTube name named after the worst quarterback in the NFC North?
Yeah, well, also rooting for the Lions and our
I have a theory. I'll be keeping that to myself.
oh. Oh, interesting thought here. With those Lions that got suspended for a full year, do we bring any back this year?
Say it again. Sorry,
And
I was actually interested in what they were saying there about that second baseman. What?
any of those Lions that had to be suspended for a full year due to the betting they were involved in, do you think the Lions bring any back this year?
I couldn't even tell you their names.
Quintez Cephas is one.
Oh, I don't know. Probably not.
Oh no, we want EQ. 7 shots through 15 minutes. We're not getting on any better pace than what we started with in the game. Ooh. Yeah, I was gonna say Norris was unhappy about something, gave him a little punch.
Damn it. Okay.
Good job by DeBrincat there. We should boo Kubalik.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Tighter, so we're good. I remember watching, I'm pretty sure it was the 2019 draft with you when Stutzla, Raymond and company all got picked. I remember saying Stutzla's name really funny for a long time, never knowing how much I was going to not like him in the.
Oh,
Oh, we're tired though.
don't matter when we about to nip him in the hip.
All right, that's twice now, Comfer. That's twice now as being the guy with the puck in the offensive zone. You need to just connect on one pass that you have not done it. Both
I
on
feel
3
like
on
as soon as he
2s.
had the puck, that whole rush was compromised.
Boy. It is, Mickey. Oh, wow. We are lucky that Norris just not get that rebound. Oh my gosh. Get it. Oh. Well, I don't like Raymond on the right side for us. Oh my gosh. I'm getting worried. This is full pressure bar, huh? That's such a good play by Kachuk. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what a terrible play by Kachuk.
And it's shorter than a 2-minute power play, really. So that power play is over, and so is the period.
Wow. Wow, those PKs, Alex Lyon showing up huge in those.
Stepping up big.
We are in the first intermission. To say a little more credit on that pass than I originally thought. He squeezed that through guys. Through that ace. Holidays and work getting busy are not conducive doing these. Elliot Freeman tweets out that there's word tonight talks between Vancouver and Calgary are intensifying around Elias Lind. Pretty solid defenseman. If Vancouver can acquire that, then they're looking damn good. What is this? The Red Wings Pride Night Online mystery player autographed puck sale now live. You can just buy a puck, a signed puck for $50 and you don't know whose signature it's going to be. I can tell you that it won't be primers. I'm looking at the comments to the Pride Night thing. And one of the comments is, it better be Pride for God, rainbow only. We must take the rainbow back.
Oh, fuck you. You weren't using it. It's like copyright law. If you don't protect it, you lose it.
So damn funny. I clicked their profile to see some of their other stuff. Seconds ago, they tweeted, "Hello, why can't I post?" Like, that's the whole post, man.
Oh, God.
I love it. I fucking love it. Yes, I will be watching, and I will be rooting for Taylor Swift to win the Super.
I don't know. It'll literally come down to that day and just how if there's something else I'd rather be doing. I think at minimum, if whatever I'm doing has me like on my computer, I'll have it up on one of my monitors, but it definitely will not be a primary focus.
I'll make like some chip dip and stuff for it.
You ain't making chip dip.
Making chip dip.
You're not making chip dip.
Why would I not?
You're just not making chip dip.
I love chip dip. I'm making chip dip.
I'm not saying you don't like chip dip. I'm just saying you're not making Super Bowl chip dip. You're not making chip dip in honor of watching this. I just don't believe you. I need to see pictures when it happens. I want to see a picture of the chip dip.
All right, I will.
But I need to see the container
Yeah.
empty before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So this can't be like, oh, you had some chip dip from like last Thursday that you whipped back out and you reheated or something.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll put a little timestamp and everything for you.
I want today's newspaper. Whatever that day's newspaper I need next to it.
I don't even know where I would.
Oh
get a
yeah, we did
newspaper.
get a dip from Aldi. I forgot about that. We're having chip dip. I don't know
You're
about
not
you.
having chip.
Dude, the next WWE PLE is going to be like 5 a.m.
What?
It's in Australia.
Oh my gosh, is Grayson Waller pumped?
I'm sure mommy is. I'm sure
Australia?
they'll both be thrilled. Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
You couldn't tell by the R's after a lot of no. R no.
No, I'm no, like not even a little bit.
That's wild.
That TikTok.
At 4:30, that's not too bad.
When is it?
I think like the 26th.
February?
No, January.
Be March.
They're 4 days off in the time zones, man. Australia is super far. Yeah, they have one every month. That's why. Hey, that's me and Tyler saying this that night when we got back from the Lions thing. So thankful for WWE, man. A, it never ends. There's not an off season, but B, never makes you feel that way. Like you can be disappointed, but like the fact that you know it's like there's like a story and a script is like it can't hit you in the same way. So it's like cool. You know what? Because the next thing we thought was we got Raw tomorrow, and it's the first Raw after a PLE, so those are always fire.
Except for March.
March just because there are some meetings at the beginning of April. Yeah, whenever it kind of lines up weird, it's still like there's still like a PLE within like 35 days of the last. So there might not literally be one in every month, but each one is roughly a month. Sometimes you get quick ones
at that point.
Well, sometimes you get ones kind of quick together. Like there's that one month where there's two in the same month, like one early in the month, one later in the month. Actually, that's what I'm wearing right now.
Raw?
Close.
Me.
So you know the
Mama.
meme of like someone, it's like, oh, I need a napkin, and then someone, it's like, oh, I got you, and they like rip someone's like shirt off or something.
Yeah, you sent me that one. I just told you I like that one.
Oh, okay. I can't remember if I sent that to you. Like they the fact that they just did that, it made me laugh so hard because JD goes from like what to like full acceptance within like a second and a half of like, yeah,
And
I know my role.
does it pan back to him again or no?
No, it's just in the moment of like the ripping starts and he's like, what? And on the last two tugs, he's like, fine.
I was gonna say because from like my memory of not looking at it recently, it looked like he just like started flexing super hard at the same.
That wouldn't surprise me. You're gonna watch the Lockdown Senators post game reaction.
I just
What do you think is making the camera make these slight movements
maybe
during
it's
that
like
time
on a
lapse? Why wouldn't it
desk.
just be still?
Maybe it's like up on a desk and papers and stuff, taking stuff on the table.
What crap did they talk before the game? What I miss? What's going on with Lockdown Senators? They tossing hate or something?
Oh yeah, they're talking about the lines a lot, I guess, in their recent. I didn't watch it. I'm just going off what JJ said or Justin Fields here said, and he tried to like poke fun at them, saying something about like how is it at the bottom of the standings kind of deal, and they deleted his comment. And
How's Ottawa doing in football?
yeah, it's like how's the CFL? That entertaining?
Ooh, give us your best CFL team. Put them up against our Lions. Let's see how quick they quit.
Put them up against the Wolverines. Good luck. Go to our minors system for that one. And just
Might have a good game
immediately,
against like the Michigan Panthers.
yeah. It reminded me of like how they wanted to come through and be all toxic on our stuff, and like we responded with respect and just conversation. And then JJ posts something like pretty tame, really wasn't that bad on their YouTube page, and they're like, we have to delete it.
What was it? What did JJ say? Huh?
Look, I mean, he shared it in. JJ, did you
No, Lockdown Sens did, dude.
in our Discord?
Yeah. I was gonna say something. Some of these locked on channels are trash.
Oh yeah.
And I don't even mean like hockey. Like there are just some that I swear, whoever this locked on company is, was like, we need something to cover this team, and there's nothing out there. Like I clicked, I don't know. I'm literally just don't look this up because I'm literally just making up a team in terms of just like how random it was. It was like Locked On White Sox or something, and I look, and it's like some dude's phone propped up against like a cup, and he's sitting at like his kitchen table, and also the phone looks like it's like shooting through a water bottle. Like
Added
some of the
effect.
locked on stuff is so like we just need someone that's talking about this sport or this team, and it is actually terrible content. Brutal.
I'm looking it up.
Do you remember when we went to like the lockdown website and saw how many they had something
Oh,
for everything,
oh my
and some
god.
were just low effort.
Then like some of them were so general, right? Where it was like locked on the Pac-10 or Pac-12
Yeah,
or
like
whatever
locked
stuff
on
like
Big
that.
Ten or something, or
They also went like general like that.
locked on like football betting, and there's some bad ones. There's plenty that look like they got a solid pick. There's plenty that look like they do, like they put plenty of effort. And some, if it didn't have the locked on thing on it, it wouldn't even get the 150 views that it got. Like I'm like surprised. I really wonder what their process. Like, are they locked in? Locked in? Are they locked into those people forever, or like if a better channel comes out in like a year?
But Justin, your comment in Discord of what you said, and I don't see it. Did you delete what you said there?
Who's
Hold
this
on.
guy?
Now I'm seeing NVM LOL. So I wonder if he just didn't. I wonder if they actually didn't delete the comment. JJ, did you fool me?
JJ, did you lie?
And then I
Be like, I'm
mention it
Justin Fields. I
later.
don't know what JJ said.
I mention it later, and JJ doesn't correct me.
So maybe JJ didn't lie, but you just kind of went down your own path and he just let you go.
He did not correct me.
I didn't know Red Savage played at MSU. Oh, they might have their stuff to be like approved or whatever. So, yeah, that's like a thing.
Oh,
They get locked in like a pending thing.
locked in.
Locked on. In the group chat. Are you in a group chat with Locked On Sens? Who are you?
Are you in their Discord?
Oh. They're in like a group text with like their entire
Yeah.
community.
And JJ's just like,
Let's
oh, yeah,
start a group text.
I do Locked On Michigan Panthers.
Dude, we should nab that up. No, what if we just made the channel and named it that and just left it so it gets on reserve and
And then the UF, what is it? The UFL
yeah.
just absolutely blows up for whatever reason. Like Patrick Mahomes says, I'm done with the NFL. I'm going UFL. And suddenly viewership spikes and they're like, oh my God, he's with the Panthers. We got to cover them. Too damn bad.
If we stand pat and only add one player to the team at the deadline, who would be your perfect player pickup? Perfect player pickup, Connor McDavid.
I was going to say, are we talking about people who are available? Second period just started, by the way.
Who's your perfect player pickup out of players you think could be available? Carter Hart seems busy these days. I also don't feel like how I did about our goalies anymore.
I ain't doing well, and Huso potentially back and have
Maybe Huso can be a solid backup.
yeah the same kind of solid streakiness. Hopefully, I think I want a defenseman. But which one?
Oh,
I would have taken Elias Lindholm. That would be a good one.
oh, oh.
Puck's on net like crazy right now for the Wings. They got told to shoot. Oh, Larkin Howe.
Lame. I have no idea who would even be available.
That's a problem for me as well.
I agree.
mean-
I would like to. I would target a defenseman. I don't want to add a forward to this team.
No,
Like,
I think one that I think should become available with a team who is also selling other defensemen and someone that I've wanted on the Red Wings for a while and I think offers a lot of you in the chat what you would like to see on this team is Nikita Zadorov. Fine defensively. He is not a crazy liability. And oh my God, he might be one of like the toughest defensemen out there. He's huge, plays solid defense, and he plays tough. He plays like the tough style of hockey for today's game. I would say Zadorov. That would be my pick if you could.
Look at this pressure in the second
Yeah.
period.
Just shots too.
Oh, that was
a
an
bad
awful shot.
Where the cop haters at? Oh, okay. Yamada. Oh, absolutely, Ace. I would have to guess there have been plenty of phone calls just kicking tires.
Oh, Larkin.
Who got the goal?
Sprong.
Mr. Daniel Sprong. Now he's going to be like, I need different stick. I always find it funny when players do that. Like something goes wrong, and I understand it's completely a mindset thing. Different stick. Uh-oh. How? How is Lion doing this? How did they
guess
miss
he's
like
just-
that, Pat? Oh my God.
He's just good at the sport of hockey.
I would agree with that statement. Couldn't say it better myself.
I think everybody on the ice right now is good at sport hockey.
This dude, I don't know, Josh. That's twice this game, Brandstrom. He's why we scored. Wow. It doesn't work out in the long run, but wow. Well, I thought Valeno was making the right choice back there.
What a tip.
That's beautiful. But Ace, there's no way they're selling him, right? There's no way a cup contender is trading Brett Pesce.
Unless
Unless they have some crazy need that I don't know about, and like Huso or Reimer have some silly amount of value to them. I don't know what that would say to like the locker room. Like they would.
Tally's gonna be mad at me.
Who?
Tally.
Why?
I just broke one of our chip clips.
Oh my God, that's like $1.50.
No. Not even. We use we get clothespins.
Wait, that dude
But
under that
done
dude's
broke it.
jersey, like you threw the jersey on Ottawa, he had Reebok shoulder pads on. Reebok has been out of the hockey game for like 3 or 4 years now. Because they were both Reebok and CCM were both owned by Adidas, so they said like stop competing with one another. One of you is out of the hockey game, and it was Reebok. That's funny. He's still using Reebok pads.
You heard the snap? That's my bad. I was just kind of fiddling with it, and I pinched this side and this side, like the actual the side that you're supposed to pinch. I was going back and forth, and I guess I pinched at the same time, and it's just wood, so it stood no chance against my brute strength. Congrats on a 1K sub. It's truly an
Thanks,
honor.
Danny.
Thank you, Danny.
Oh, just play Wallman.
Now it's a rip clip. I'm not gonna lie, it still works. This side's still connected.
Yeah.
It's just really hard to road to 20 million. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I ever want to have a 20 million channel anything. It sounds like it's just a little more
It sounds like we made
than what my
something-
privacy would demand.
It feels like we would have done something that we wouldn't be able to replicate. Like we got like the 20 mil from like one video and we're like, well, never gonna do that again. I wonder what the most subs from a single video is ever. Oh, Larkin, good move.
I bet it's like someone's like first video, like a celebrity
Oh,
basically
yeah.
announcing they have a channel.
Yep. Oh, Fisher.
I'm gonna throw it away. I think, Talia.
We are at 13, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30. Get out. Shot attempts are 33 to 22. Appreciate you, Ace.
Nah, Ace. Spoil it. Actually, throw in some lies to keep us honest. You know, it's like we don't always. That way, like you can't always spoil it. If you just go yes in all caps and nothing happens, that'll make it so when you do actually react, we still have to like wait and see. All right, I almost just got a splinter. I'm gonna stop playing with this.
That would have been devastating.
See, we could do it right back to you guys.
Give splinters?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good shot. Ooh. Yeah, no one wants that guy. Joseph was complaining that he didn't even have the puck, but he strategically placed himself ghost in the puck and then expects it to be called. Wow, look at that. Joe Veleno with a 60% probability. Joe Veleno, round of applause. Three. They heard me, Josh. Mickey heard me. With your dislike of Lions aggression, in that moment, do you like pucker up a little bit?
Ooh, no, I wouldn't say I get actively nervous, but I don't like
Oh,
giving. Oh, go, go, go!
he's nah.
Oh, he's so slow. Whole play compromised.
I didn't hear it the first time.
I know you didn't. That was really sad.
I was like, he's trying for something, and I can't put it together.
Back to the trade deadline. I'll be honest. I didn't recognize any of the guys we picked up over the summer. I'm willing to bet that's how I feel if we buy at the deadline. You know, if we are buying and I've never heard of the player, yeah, I would imagine that it's not that big of a purchase.
Good quick pass by DeBrinket again, but
I could see us being like diet sellers, where it's not really a sale. It's more of like I mean, might as well. We're basically staying as we are, but like we have more guys than we intend to bring back next year, and it's just kind of clean up a little bit.
I think we agreed that going into this All Star break, we're gonna have a video talking about some trade scenarios for us. I think I ultimately have a pretty boring opinion on it though. But I've got to find a way to spice it up. Believe the rumors? Yes.
Yep, he gone.
Absolutely believe the rumors because if there's going to be someone you sell, it's going to be him. Now, the question becomes what are you looking to get in return because this team as of right now if you win this game, you're third in the Atlantic halfway through the season. This team that you have competes and is likely to make the playoffs. If you just do what you did again, you will make the playoffs, right? So selling someone who isn't cracking your roster and running out of contract time, it makes sense. Straight up, it just does. Makes sense to move that guy. Someone that has potential value. I don't mean that in like his value right now is in his potential, not in what he has done. So there would be teams that are willing
Ooh,
to buy that.
ooh,
Oh, that was a cut to the leg?
he stepped on him.
Oh, I missed that. I didn't see the step.
That's cool.
It is kind of scary how this game is played recreationally as adults, and if that were to happen in a beer league like adult game, dude, there's no way that those places are equipped to handle that moment.
No, I'm as someone who worked at a hockey rink, I can assure you, we do have first aid kits. I don't think any of us were trained to use them, but likely someone's going to be there knowing what they're doing. Probably at least buy you a few minutes for the ambulance to arrive.
I really want to like think that you're right, but I don't.
Anyway, I'm burgering. I said this in the Discord.
Oh,
as we don't score. Um, I said this in the Discord. Would you at all even partially agree with my I don't want to say that I like believe it. It's more of like I think it very well could be we could be approaching that point that the idea of Bergeron is more valuable than Bergeron. And I feel like that's like the time to sell a player.
And I agree with that because of how this year is going. I agree with that because his contract time is running out. Shouldn't make the roster this year. We've already proven that with what we have is playoff caliber. Unless something terrible were to happen and we start losing wingers like crazy, he shouldn't have a big impact on this team this year. As much as I wanted him to and thought that he could, gotta admit when you're wrong, and he isn't, and he won't. Um, where the value is in his potential. If it's gonna be wasted here at that point, or maybe not wasted, like he can continue to grow down in the AHL, but if he's gonna be stuck there, yeah, it's probably worth us to get a pick for him. Because the next thing that you have to talk about is with this Wings, if they trade for someone, guys, like we have a full roster of NHL talent. There isn't, I think, one player other than maybe Fisher that I think you can point at and say, like, yeah, I would like to replace that. All 7 of our defensemen have proven to do well. They don't do well every night, but they have all proven to do well. So which one do you choose? Like when I say that I want Zadorov, yeah, I'm absolutely still encountering the same issue of you got to hope that somehow, some way, one of your guys has value in another trade so that you can trade away like Amada. You can trade away. I don't see anyone that we just signed in the offseason being traded away. It just doesn't, right? Be able to make space for that person on your roster. What do I think about Chikrin? I don't want him at all. And it's completely because when I heard that Ottawa traded for him last year at the deadline is their big purchase and they were shoring up their deadline, I laughed at them. And he has only done worse with Ottawa than he had with the Coyotes beforehand. So I would think that we are bigger fools this year for buying Chikrin than the Ottawa Senators were last year for buying Chikrin.
Yeah, let's not help them correct their mistake.
Yeah. I don't want him.
I always love the phrasing about like trade talks intensifying. I just feel like I picture it in a very cartoony way.
In the cartoon when they're calling it first, the eyebrows are just curved, and then when they when they're calling in the future when they're straight.
Oh, I thought he had it. I thought Cider was gonna bury it. Should have known.
Haven't you seen the advanced
Come on,
stats
give us
him?
one. We'll take that. If I'm letting you guys know right now, I know we're not supposed to admit to this kind of stuff, but Billy and I do have the script, so I do want to make you guys feel better. The Wings are about to score on this power play.
Dude, you're gonna get our YouTube channel deleted.
That's fine. That's fine. The NHL hasn't been holding up their end, so why should we? The Wings are scheduled according to the script to score on this power play. I'm so sure of it that if they don't, we'll we'll delete the channel.
Joshua.
Don't know what to tell you. That's how sure I am. They're going to score on this power play or we delete the channel.
Yeah, that was not a penalty.
Yeah, but that's it. That's just because they didn't sell what was supposed to happen in the script. It was their fault. Ref did his job.
Weasel, I agree with you on that because I would rather have Edvinsson come up than whoever our other like forward would be at that point. But I'd rather just keep Fisher as the scratch. Tough goings. Hmm. Oh, use your body, Raymond.
This is the rush they score on.
Whoop. Oh. Josh, say psych. Josh, say psych.
This is the rush. They just messaged me. They said they rescheduled it. Yeah. No,
No!
no way. I hate this. I hate this sport sometimes, man. I'm gonna get a drink. I, I fucking hate this sport sometimes.
Uh. Uh. Ryder blows a tire, man. Oh, Cider, it looks so bad. Stopped working. What a shot by Brady, because Lion tried to scare him with some stick movement. And as soon as you get the goalie trying to be the one to try to be the aggressor in the scenario, if you shoot there, they're not going to react in time to that. That's a great shot. I think Evans is going to fall victim what Berggren's dealing with. I disagree. If this was one more year into Edvinsson's career, I think so. That's why I'm willing to say it now, halfway through Berggren's year at this point. Like he's not going to have an impact on this team. He could have one next year. Like the value or potential of him doing that is still here, but there's so many question marks with it, and you're just running out of time on his contract. You have the like 2 more years. Lion, oh my God. Got so much more time on Edvinsson's contract that I'm not even close to calling it there. Wow, off the bar. We got lucky. Don't sign a few of these. Do you guys bring in more free agents like you did over the summer? I'm not willing to just say that that's going to happen. I'm not completely on that train. That I think he saw opportunities out of guys this year that were in free agency that literally have us in the position we're in right now. Like, let's not pretend that what Steve has done and where this team is halfway through the season is not very impressive in what we wanted to see. We should be happy with the performance that's going on right now, regardless of what that means for players like Evansson and Berggren. And if you followed this channel for a while, you know how big Josh and I were on Berggren, and I would have loved for this guy to be what I said he could be or thought he could be, but it's probably just not going to happen here. And if that's the exchange for being a playoff contender, like, good. Good. I don't care about being right about individual young players being successful on our team. I want the team to be successful. As long as we're getting that, I'm not going to complain. And that's why I backed up Steve through this entire process of why these players aren't here. We're literally seeing why they aren't here is because what he has put out there can do it. We need to see Marco Casper call up soon. As long as clinch, see what he can do. It's a way off, but I'm speaking it into existence. I mean, yeah, if we clinch playoffs, I'm down to give some of the guys that 9-game window that doesn't affect their their contract. It doesn't take a year off of it with their entry deal. So yeah, I would love to see, each one of them kind of get a shot up in the NHL, like given some different opportunities, like give each two of them, or like each of them 2 games, maybe in like the last 8 to 10 games, if by that time you've clinched, stuff like that. So yeah, absolutely.
Are we good again yet?
No. Lindholm is actually to Vancouver, huh? Vancouver's scary. Vancouver is scary. Free agents are better this summer than last summer. There'll be much more opportunities to get veterans in. I guess I have to look at that list. I haven't even looked forward to that at all. I've just been pretty invested in our team this season. So I'll look into that at the that's what we can talk about at the next intermission. Dude, Daniel Alfredson kind of looked like Pat McAfee for a second.
Man, Pat McAfee would be like a true that would be one that would hurt if like, you know, allegations.
Oh yeah, that would be really
That would
tough.
be one that's one where you like everyone it feels pretty universal that like you like them.
Yep. You like that he's shaking up the sports coverage world for sure. I don't understand his like just like rooted hatred for the Red Wings. That he always feels like he has to take a shot at him, but hey, hating. That was a good play by them. Oh my gosh. Okay.
No way, he says.
Sure, giving them on sports and like I'm down. Like 14 pages of them, but is there quality? You're giving me quantity.
Probably good you cut the highlight there because we look pretty bad about 3 seconds later.
Oh my god. I didn't realize Fabry was bleeding pretty good on that play. You see that? Oh. Well, then, Ace, if that's the truth, if you're telling me he goes out and he finds 3 free agents that are better than Simon Edvinsson for next year, okay. If they're better, they're better. If they fit in the cap and they're better, sure. Put the best team out there. Oh,
Lines don't matter.
ooh, ooh, sprung. Golly gee. He wants to watch that one again. You see him still looking up there?
I'd recognize Sprong at the grocery store, especially if he like didn't have like a hat on. His whole head shape, I'd recognize. Hmm.
Well, then. That's interesting. I want to know now.
Kane still had Kane had Bedard's mom's number.
Ooh. I was gonna say if they say his name has been talked about in trade talks too, I'd be like, they're trading their team at this point.
I mean, yeah, they're terrible.
But like, there's got to be something you want to keep, like other than Tim Stutzla and Brady Kachuk.
Is there though?
Yeah, there's Brandstrom and
Can you name
Sanderson.
10 players you wouldn't try to move if you were taking over Ottawa?
Anderson, Brandstrom, Norris, Kachuk.
I assume this is all without knowing the contract situations and if you'd actually want to keep them.
I mean, I'm thinking that you need to still be able to field NHL team next year, and with how many other people that I wouldn't want on the team and would be looking to trade, that I would be able to just have them and sign them to contracts that they're worth.
I just clean it. I ain't paying you. What's the floor? That's what I'll pay one player the floor and everybody else plays for the minimum.
Grand scheme of things, Steve is building a new dynasty with depth waiting. Yeah. And I think you just eventually got to start getting that culture of winning together and far this year. Good. Looking at some free agents, like we said we were going to talk about in this mission. Steven Stamkos, Dowdy leaves. Jakub Voracek, who I don't think has actually played. He's just on Arizona getting paid. Same goes for Brent Seabrook. He is on Tampa Bay's roster right now. That's so surprising that he's hitting their cap. Reinhart with Florida, center. Pat Murray, good luck with that. Jake Gensel. That could be an interesting trade piece. That would be a very interesting trade piece if they don't think that this season's the way they want, but I don't see them giving up on Crosby, Malkin, and Letang. Tyler Myers, 34. Anthony Mantha, Jacob Muzzin, Bertuzzi, Teuvo Teravainen, Brady Shea from Carolina. I mean, likely to get signed. Alec Martinez is probably going to retire. Jakob Vrana. Jay Brody. I don't want TJ Brody. Noah Hannafin. That would be a good one. Noah Hannafin would be a good one. Jake DeBrusque is going to be a free agent. I don't know what's going on with Boston's salary cap, if they're going to be able to afford to pay him what he's worth, but oh, Matt Dumba. Kind of fallen off a little bit, but hey, there's my man, Nikita Zadorov. Brandon Montour. Be a good one. Thought Jake was older than 29. 27, isn't that what I saw? Yeah, he's only 27. Jake DeBrusque is 27. Barry from the Preds is decent. Decent, yeah. Anthony Duclair probably has some value deep in a lineup. Patrick Kane.
That'd be cool if the Wings got Kane, huh? Can you imagine?
There's no way.
Patrick Kane is a Red Wing.
I mean, and then we're starting to get down to Evan Shattenkirk. Mark Stahl. Troy Stetcher.
Red Wings fan club, it's because the Senators are elite. Just ask their podcast.
In a more analytical opinion, play style, they play a really good, forechecking puck possession kind of game, and Red Wings struggle against stuff like that. Also, I think that the Senators have a lot of, I'm not saying the Red Wings don't, but I think that the Senators have a lot of heart in these games. I think there's a lot of passion from their end.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
We don't care enough.
You know what cold take you've had before? And I wonder if you still stand by it.
I still stand by it because I know.
Go ahead.
I don't believe in the argument that announcers can just say that one team wanted it more than the.
I think you are so wrong. I think it is I'm not saying it's common, but I think it is absolutely possible that individual moments can change because one player wants it, especially at a professional level. Almost exclusively, as soon as money gets involved, you can absolutely make the argument that especially individual moments are being affected because a player on one team went up against someone who wanted it more or less than they did. And they did something a little bit better, or they tried a little bit harder than the person that they went up against. Just to assume every professional athlete all equally have the same strength of like their goal being the same to win that game.
I would concede
Hell no.
to an extent to say that announcers use it way too much. And that I think that it's a weak, easy narrative to use when really wouldn't have any idea. And maybe that's what drives me to the don't use it.
I can think of so many scenarios. Like the first one that comes to mind is one team having literally more to play for in like a final week of a season than another who's just trying to like not get hurt. Like somebody wants to win that game.
Okay,
more
well,
than someone
I guess
else.
when I hear it, I'm mad. Like the times that I've heard it have been like describing like NHL playoff series where they're like, "Oh man, the Capitals wanted it more than the Islanders tonight." Yeah, I don't subscribe to that
I
at all. I
mean,
don't like.
that's just saying, yeah, sometimes that's not true. And obviously,
I think it's
like, yeah,
weak and it's
announcers can be
overused.
wrong, but yeah, don't discount the fact that it 100% does happen.
Casey Middlestead's with the Sabres, right? I'm pretty sure gonna get a pretty decent contract from them. I don't think they're looking bad cap wise. I think like their big thing is Jeff Skinner, right? That's not performing to the dollar amount that he has, but I think they're still doing fine to afford the people they. Yeah, they have roughly 8 mil in cap space right now. Yeah, he's 25, 2.5 mil. He's an RFA. Yeah, I don't think he's leaving. Especially when you have like people like Thompson. Tage Thompson at 7.1 mil is such a crazy good deal. Dylan Cousins at 7 mil. There's a lot of potential out of that one. Alex Tuck signed a nice hometown deal, huh? Or was that just out of his trade? Did he just never sign with them? Capo Caco. I mean, he's a little underwhelming right now. Nikola, you think it's defensively that we're struggling? I just haven't seen us put anything together offensively. I think they were Weasel, but like I just go back to let's put ourselves in the position of New York. Like, let's say you're a cup contender. They're a top 3 team in the East, right? Carolina, Boston, New York, maybe a top 4. Wanna if you want to give them even a little less wiggle room. I mean, they're leading the Metro, so it would be difficult to say that they shouldn't be in that conversation. Panthers, I guess, are up there a bit, but top 3, top 4 team out of the East. If the Red Wings were in that spot and we had someone like Bergeron on our third line mildly underperforming, do you think that you would still want to trade Bergeron, even though that's where your team is ultimately in the standing? If they trade him to buy someone who can have a bigger impact on their team immediately, I could see that being a scenario, but they wouldn't be selling with Kako, they'd be buying. And I don't know what they could buy from the Red Wings. That would be like worth it, that trade, unless like the Red Wings did like Iran and a pick, someone that doesn't have too much longer. I guess because we're not going to trade like Bergeron and a pick for Kako. It does nothing for us. We're still in the same spot of not having a roster spot. I firmly believe that Steve is just not he's not trading away anyone that he has recently signed. So I guess you could throw a Robbie Fabry as someone that we could trade. Um Team Costin, I don't think you trade away with only making $2 million. Perron, I think it would take a big hit to the locker room, because that's the other thing we got to remember is like if we do any level of what you could perceive as selling again this deadline, there's already been like talks about what trading did to us last year, trading away Hronik and Bertuzzi, what that did to the locker room and how poorly they performed after that happened. I don't know if I would say that, Justin. I would say this is a pretty even game where, like, I mean, you can look at these stats here. They just had better chances. We're getting better goaltending. in the matchup, but they have one beautiful tip. We have a post. They have a post. Locker room leader, yeah. But Weasel, I mean, if you get someone like Nikita Zadorov's tougher than Kostin. That's why I would like him. I think he's solid defensively and brings the element of toughness that, as much as we want to say that's what Kostin is, I have yet to really see it. Like, he stands up and he's not someone that too many people want to fight, but when it comes to him fighting someone who's a fighter, I haven't seen it really come out yet. Yeah, Lion did it last year too. The Pred season pushed them into the playoffs. But I mean, if we just kind of go down our roster, Larkin, Cat, Cop, Comfer, those guys are just for sure not getting traded unless some stupid deal comes on Steve's front door. None of them are going anywhere. Perron would be a tough one with us being in a playoff spot. Why would we sell someone that's contributing to our power play? So Robbie Fabry, maybe. Tim Kostin, I doubt it at $2 million on a 24-year-old. Daniel Sprong has proven to provide great depth scoring, which someone else could find value in, but I don't see why we would trade that when we're trying to make the playoffs. Michael Rasmussen, feels like it would be silly to trade him away. At the age of 24, he's making less than 1.5 mil. He's going to be an RFA, going to sign a decent contract with us. Is not going to overpay him. He's not going to break our bank. Christian Fisher, sure, you can trade him, but I don't know who wants him. Lucas Raymond isn't going anywhere. Joe Valeno has trade value. Maybe. Steve didn't draft him. Ben Sherrod isn't going anywhere. Gossis Bear, maybe. Justin Hall, no. Jake Wallman, no. Oli Mata, maybe. Jeff Petrie, maybe. Maurice Sider, no. And we're like, no one's gonna want any of our goalies really that we would be willing to move. Like, I bet we would be willing to move Reimer. We're not going to. Yeah, sorry, Weasel. I was literally just going down the list of like highest to lowest salaries. So Raymond was a bit late, only making $925 this year. Strong is depth king. Yep. He can grow into a tougher guy. Is that what we see and what he wants to do? It seems to me that this last offseason, there were his KHL rumors if he wasn't going to get good ice time. I don't know how willing he is to just say that I don't want to be a skilled player at all. I just want to be muscle out on the ice. Maybe that changes with being in a new organization, but I have my doubts. If he gains more weight and boxes regularly. Hey, what'd you do this offseason? Oh, I put on 25 pounds and I trained in boxing. Did you hit the ice at all? No. I don't know if that's going to be what Steve wants to hear. Trade Fisher, Kostin, and all of our muscle is gone. That role would be need to be replaced. Yeah, you can't just let your team get beat up, but I still think that it's something we absolutely miss, even with them on the roster. We're not. The word tough literally means two things when you talk about like a hockey team. Like, we're a resilient team. We're a team that like will get scrappy and stand up for ourselves. We're not a tough team. We're not a hard hitting team. We're not like a team that you go in and you and you get worried like physically about. We're not like the Wild. We're not like the Senators with Brady Kachuk. Like we don't have that person. Get Flurry. I wanted that. Yeah, Weasel, I'm sorry. I was just trying to make a joke of like just not practicing hockey and just practicing for fighting and putting on 25 pounds, how much slower that would make him. Not just about fighting. True, but like we don't do anything on our team that I think physically intimidates opponents. So far this year, with us in our offense, we scare them on the scoreboard, which is what I would prefer. I I'm just telling you guys, I think you could ask around the league and you could just say like, are you worried like physically when you play the Red Wings at all? Do you think that you're going to be facing a team that is going to put the hurt on you? And I would bet almost all of them are going to say no. But if you think about playing the Senators, there is that thought. When you think about playing the Wild, there is that thought. Just because Costin is our tough guy and our fighter doesn't mean he's a good one across the league. True, Sider has in the past made some of those big hits. I don't think that he's done it enough for people to worry about it. And I'm okay with that. I'm very okay with him literally just developing into a tremendous defensive defenseman that has offensive creativity, be able to, quarterback a power play, score some goals.
Third period started.
That button.
I feel like most of Sider's hits are like reverse hits anyway.
Yeah.
So it's someone going after him.
I mean, yeah, it's something that I also thought was coming because literally Sider was surprising people by just consistently doing the things that you would not expect a player to do, such as up at the blue line, not just getting rid of the puck into the boards, and he would instead just control it, and players would fly by because they're going off tendencies every other hockey player ever. And as they just learn that your tendency is to then hold on to the puck, they start treating you differently, and they actually just skate at you instead of by you in those scenarios. So, man, Boston, Carolina, if his only job is to be a goon, I can't think of any. Yes, I'm with you, Ace, 100%. I think there can be guys that have those roles. Like Brady Kachuk could absolutely be on a contender and be that tough guy. He literally has both attributes. People were scared when we had Cronwall. Yeah. No consequences. I mean, yeah, we try to stand up for ourselves, but like definitely just not an element of our game. And it's kind of, to Ace's point, it's kind of being weeded out of the NHL. Like, I really do think that like one of the biggest, toughest teams in the NHL are the Wild, and you've only seen them like pray that Kaprizov is going to score 60 goals in a season or they're going to lose. And that's why they just figure out every single playoff series. Cronwall type it. Yep. Ace, I think you and I are on the same exact page. Players like the Kachucks are few and far between. Oh my, what a play. Awful giveaway. Oh, he's skilled, but he's not elite ace. I refuse to acknowledge him as elite. Larkin and whoever this forward is getting into it with one another, the 71s. Yeah, but he also cost them game 7 in a Stanley Cup finals, so he can be the complete anti-clutch as well. That's what I will always forever Marchand for, is that he just completely at the end of a period with 8 seconds left decided that he didn't need to play anymore and he was going to go change, give up his defensive responsibility, and Pietrangelo gets used as the high guy and scores the game-winning goal to close out the second period in a game 7. Wouldn't you just feel so bad going to the locker room after that, Josh?
The Marchand thing?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I'd feel like the biggest piece around my teammates. I'd be like, wow, I completely blew that. Like me individually, completely responsible. And it's not like it was just like a mistake where you were still trying your best. It was completely rooted in like wanting to be done with the play. You feel bad having you as your captain? Yeah. Oh, I thought that might do a weird float into the net. Yeah, we need to start getting some shots on net. 13:40 to go in the third for us. Well, 13:05, and we have not been able to generate any offense this period. We're going to need like a power play to go.
It's not looked good.
Oh my God, no one told me the return that the Flames got. Because Manko's solid. The other two guys in Rustowitz and Germo, never heard of them. But a first round pick and a conditional 4th, that's a solid trade for the Flames. Whew. I'm going to take this opportunity. I'll be right back.
Doug Glatt? Why is that familiar? Is that the dude from the hockey movie? The newer one. Fuck, what was it called? What was that newer in Fort Goon? Goon? Goon. Yeah. I haven't seen that in forever. I forgot that movie happened. That movie was entertaining. Yeah, it was based on Billy. Bi Billy was the inspiration for, that Goon movie. Not the story or the fighting, but just the ankle bending.
You know, you beat me to the punch because I was gonna go to no, I was this friend that was just cheering him on my story. I had a practice jersey from high school number 69, right?
I don't think so.
I swear to God you did.
I don't think I did.
I distinctly remember you having a
I have
black
memorable practice jersey stories, but none of them are 69. You know, this is gonna have to be one of those games where if we win, I don't think it's gonna be one where we scored 4 goals to make it happen. I don't think we're gonna score 3 goals in the next 11 minutes, so I don't think we can give up another goal.
no, one more goal and this is
It'd be cool if we could score though,
like it really feels like we need the power play or else we're not getting it.
which is sad because that power play wasn't even that good looking.
When are we going to that Michigan?
Mm, I think it's like the 10th.
Okay. Hey, that game? Or that day?
All right, maybe it's not the 10th.
Yeah. Well, it would be a Saturday. Maybe it's like an afternoon game for.
It could be.
Damn it.
Oh boy. No, it is the 10th. It's a night game.
Red Wings game, the afternoon.
No, they play at the same time.
How?
Half ice. Teams just take it up to the blue line and they turn around.
Play
You don't
touch up.
notice it on TV because they just like splice the two ends together. And
They just reflect it.
yep. I was about to be GG's.
God, I got a bad feeling. I
Here
got
we
a
go.
bad feeling for
2
the
on 1.
Senators.
Wallman wide open. Doesn't pass it. Instead, Cop or whoever that was misses the net entirely. Excellent.
Do it again.
There we go again. Oh, now he passes it when it doesn't matter.
Ballman's like, bruh.
I don't know how you don't pass to Wallman there.
Justin, I think he did trip him. His skate definitely clipped.
No way. No way. No way.
Woo! I was like, dang, who's grabbing Kubalik so aggressively? Like, they used to be friends and Kubalik didn't do anything. Then it's Petrie. Oh, they weren't teammates. He don't
They
care.
didn't know each other at all.
He don't care at all.
Doesn't even know he was on the Red Wings. What's this TNT remix there? They're dropping here. LCA.
Dude, are you? Oh, wow. We're supposed to just be dominating these face-offs, huh? They have no good centers over there?
See, now they're about to win this face off. Yay! Make it 69%.
I'm excited for the Super Bowl to have like an actual DJ in the entire thing. I know you're not gonna be able to hear most of it, but hey, maybe the TikTok drops will be sick. Hear what's happening on TikTok?
Just in general.
Universal Music Group, I guess their license or agreement with TikTok is ending tonight at midnight. And they have not. Oh, good block.
Oh, I did hear about that. A bunch of sounds that were previously used are going to be gone.
Like, it's a ton of music. Oh,
Yeah.
and it's going to affect all the old videos too. Anything that had
Already
it.
started. A lot have already gone back and taken some old stuff. I think
All
like
right.
the best TikTok you ever posted got affected by it, so that's dead now.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh, I was
Larkin
feeling
putting
it.
on the snipe show.
Oh, I was
Didn't
gonna
even need a
compliment
power
the
play, Billy.
cycle. No,
Didn't
we
even
did.
need a
We
power
needed
play.
them to get the power play.
True.
Oh my gosh, look at that. He can't see. Isn't that a crazy concept, man? No, it was not, Weasel.
Did you hear me though? Best TikTok you ever posted got muted.
Really?
Yeah, I only know that because I went to check it because mine when I used the same sound for something else and it was muted, and I wanted to know if it happened to yours too. So yeah, I think the sound just got killed.
What was the sound? What was the TikTok?
Whatever, I don't remember. It was whatever the one you did for that Datsuk one.
Oh. Damn, now I can't remember what that song was.
Yeah, me neither.
It was clearly very important to us. Is that why you viewed my profile the other night?
Probably.
ghost like jump up the wall there?
What's the shit? It's all good, Weasel.
We're glad that we can offer you something. One day we'll all be here. Josh and I will be able to have the game on. I can feel it. On that note, if any of you have connections to the Red Wings media,
Oh,
I was gonna say, Raz, you watch that stick.
I was just thinking we're gonna take another penalty. Well, why'd you do that,
Wait,
fan
where
club?
is it?
Now you're never gonna win it. You can't touch it.
Good block, Pete.
It's just a different era now.
Yeah, there's just money coming from everywhere, and they haven't like adapted to the new age yet, like fully.
Yeah, the stuff that's kind of like stuck between cable and streaming is the weird.
Yep.
It's where it gets kind of awkward. I, for one, and I am totally for the streaming era because it's literally all I ever wanted from cable back when I like would be stuck with having to have cable. My biggest complaint with cable back in the day was always that like I'm paying for all these channels I don't want. And it's like I'm locked into a contract so I can't do anything about it. But now with streaming, I just don't subscribe to anything. Like I'll subscribe to like some things, but like YouTube TV or something that I use like consistently. But like everything else, if there's a show that comes out with a new season, I then subscribe to that streaming service for like a month. I watch it and then I cancel it.
Yep, that's what
So
I
I can
did
just, like,
with.
Pay per interest.
Yeah, it's a good point. That's what I did to watch Game of Thrones, the new series that came out, The House of the Dragon. Yeah, the entire like regional blackout stuff, that's got to stop.
I think it will as we get into more exclusive to streaming. That's a cable thing.
Yep.
If cable would just give up and die already, we could move on to full time the streaming and you'll never see a blackout again. Good job, Fisher.
Beautiful job. That was a little
Two of the
obvious.
streaming services I use the most are just included with other things I already purchased. So that's really nice.
Oh yeah, the like when they just pair it with like your phone service and stuff, or like with your
Yeah,
internet.
I have Netflix
service.
through T-Mobile and I have Peacock through my internet.
Yep. I'm in. Yeah, I mean, we already know this. We're in the same boat with those.
Netflix I'll be using a lot more. And
Whoa! Dude, I
Lion
don't know
almost
how many times we're gonna have them just mess up beautiful opportunities.
Yeah, I won't lie. The Bally deal to be able to purchase the season is not an awful deal. It's only an awful deal if you're also trying to pay for a bunch of other streaming services at once, because then it adds up. But if you're just trying to like make sure you have access to like your hockey or whatever, when I saw you could just do like a one-time payment and you're just good for the Red Wings season, that's a lot better. And it was definitely cheaper than staying locked in at like whatever it is per month just to have the whole thing.
I didn't know it was that price, but yeah, that's good.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh
Yep.
my God.
That was almost devastating. Doesn't happen if you stay in your crease. Lion needs tethering.
Is it lagging for you too, or is this like a parsec issue?
Be a parsec issue. If you want, you can rejoin it. I mean, it's you're just gonna leave.
I am attempting.
I will say the Bally works really well on the TV. On the computer, it's kind of a pain because like it's so sensitive. If I click anything, it like buffers. Like I don't understand it. But I like just as for just having the game on TV without having to like go through like a weird browser like I used to have to, I can't complain too much. Other than that, like those weak periods where it was like Bally all over the place was just super struggling. Straight up purchasing this season is a solid offer. And if you just happen to be someone who also likes basketball, the Wings and Pistons season get like bundled because they're essentially the same months.
Ah,
So you get both. If there is anybody that does happen to like
Okay.
hockey and basketball, getting a lot of value there.
I didn't know the other night when I told you that they won. They beat the number one team in the West.
Yeah, and that's why we lost on Sunday. Whenever they win, the Lions lose.
Oh, that true?
Basically,
Oh,
that's what happened when we lost to Dallas.
oh, stop it, piss. Yeah, Ace. When you said that, I was like, Ace is probably just not in the Metro Detroit area to get blacked out by them.
A lot of Z's.
Hmm.
Andre Kuzmenko, Hunter Brzuchwicz. The fuck is that name? How do you say that?
I would guess Bershowitz.
Bruschwitz?
Bershowitz.
Bruschwitz.
Bershowitz.
Look at these face-off probability. That's a third different center that all is at like the 60+%.
Watch it be like if someone were to go back and like watch when we say it, it's all against like their same like fourth line center, and we're like, dude, they all
Dude's just
suck.
ass.
Yeah, and it's just the
Why
same
is this
guy.
dude taking all these face-offs against all these different centers then? That's their problem.
Yeah. They're trying to get his confidence up. He's got to be able to beat
That's-
somebody, right?
So what? That was Kopp, Veleno, and Larkin that are all at like 60+% face-off probability against whoever they're going against.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Ooh, weird one towards the net. Nice little shake by
Oh. I thought Cat might get a lucky one. All-time favorite Red Wing player, Nicholas Lidstrom, and favorite defenseman, Pavel Datsyuk, favorite forward. Lidstrom and Datsyuk.
Yzerman, Lidstrom.
Wow.
What?
I don't know, man. I just always knew you as a Zetterberg guy.
Yeah, that's when we knew each other. Growing up, I was all about Yzerman. Then our
I
other
thought you were
friend-
implying we didn't know each other now. It's like, oh no, we blew it. Cop for his ass. Look at him. Oh, they switched it. All right, we got better. Comfer was like 35%, and then they switched it to Veleno,
they didn't know
who
they
jumped it up
helped
to
us.
40 something.
The ref is like, no, bad probability. You go away.
Oh, dude, face-offs would be a nasty prop bet on like FanDuel.
Oh my god, Like,
That would
right
be
now-
so stressful. Like the ones where it's like a struggle, and you're like, who they give it to? I don't know. Maltby? I don't think I've ever heard anyone say Maltby was their favorite Red Wing of all time. So props to you for
Whoa.
being unique.
Juan Tezzi, that is spicy. There's no shot. That's true.
I mean, we are 9-2 this month,
Yeah, he only
and we
missed,
also
like,
were
3 or
really
4
good,
games
and
now,
then we
right?
added him to the team and immediately got Dookie. I'm not saying I don't want him on the team, but this could be factually true. Like it could be factually true, like, and only in terms of win loss, but I don't know if that's true. I will say, from what I have noticed, it would not shock me if you told me we had a better overall record without Kane, like percentage wise.
Yeah, but there was also without Larkin.
I'm just saying,
It's tainted.
just saying,
Tainted.
just saying.
Tainted data. I mean, yeah, it's also hard not to love what that grind line meant to like our entire city and the team. Yeah, off.
It's offsides, buddy.
He is so baffled. It was very much offsides.
I don't think so, man.
Yeah.
Raz was facing the boards.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you would know.
He didn't see 80% of the ice.
I feel like you would know everything going on behind him. 3:16 left in the third. 2-2. 22 shots, Sens 25. Red Wings. Here we go. Cop versus Norris in the face-off circle. 63%.
Yeah,
Analytics win again.
Draw when you line up like that. What an idiot. Did you see how he was lined
That's
up?
why it's 35%, dude.
Oh, that someone needs to talk to that man, because you're not gonna win a draw like that.
Oh,
What is
that could have
happening?
been.
5 players came together. 4 of them were Red Wings. No.
Who did?
Raymond did.
Here we go. Kitty cat speed. Cool. Face off. Ottawa zone. 2:20 in the third. I'm excited for face off probabilities now. I'm having fun. What the fuck is he? Oh, okay. That's impressive. I'm not gonna lie. That's impressive.
He was mad.
He did it gritty. I wanted to see face off probability. I was having fun with it.
Oh, we just tripped the linesman?
He was offsides. I want live ref stats. Ooh, look at that distance.
Yeah, it's kind of big.
Look at that. 757 behind us is 52 same games played. Ooh. Let's get this dub. At this point, I'm pretty happy if this at least goes to OT, just to keep that little bit of
Get them
point
points,
movement
boy.
going, you know?
Yeah, here we are talking about what we talked about in our video the other day. We're like, just get a point. Like, who cares?
Yeah. My least favorite era of Lidstrom was like the year he had the big visor.
Really?
He eventually switched to the regular small one. I thought it looked so goofy.
Yeah.
Because he never had a visor. Then he had a big one for 1 year, and then he switched to like a normal person one.
Thank God he shot that into the chest like a big dummy.
Remember Cronwall's visor
my
was
God.
basically like a hat brim?
Yeah, it didn't.
Like, it literally was like it was like
hated it so
here.
much.
The only way it was between like his eyes and anything is if he was like looking up at like the scoreboard. Like it was not actually in front of his face.
I hated it so Braun off the ice.
Look
I think
at
you gotta
this.
keep Raz off the ice.
Do you see that save percentage?
No.
Like the minimum 15 or something. I think he was like number 2.
Do you see his face-off probability?
60. This is Josh Norris again, man.
He's lined up a little differently on this one, so
Yeah, I think he heard. I think Norris is kind of understanding here. 121 left, face off in the wing zone. Copp has a 63% chance to win this, and he does it again.
kid, man.
All right. Ottawa's going to break out of their zone. We're down to the final minute of the third. Ugh. Dude, Kachuk is begging for penalties. I now get it. I now get why he like leads whatever in drawing penalties. Dude just falls. Dude closes his arm on sticks and oh. You put over 5.5 on goals. Yeah, best of luck. You need an eventful 55 seconds here.
I think you can kiss that money goodbye.
Yeah, I would hit the cash out button if it's glowing right now. Otherwise,
no shot.
I would take the like 6 cents it offers back to you.
On my $20 bet.
Oh, here we go. 35 seconds. Wings breaking it down their zone, and it's deflected out. But we're maintaining possession with 30 seconds left.
Allman with it. Going over the Little Caesar sign.
All right, well, looks like we're going to go to OT here. 10 seconds. Yeah, we're just going to take a point. Looks like we're just going to take a point. We're going to OT against the Ottawa Senators. That's going to give us 58 points.
Oh, Kevin's like, I put $1 on it. Take your fraction of a penny back in that moment.
Gotcha.
I wonder what the odds are looking like right now.
Oh, I didn't even see you said that, Ace. I was watching the game. You're not going to get me mid-play with that. I'll tell you that.
It's huge Red Wings fan club. I wanted to just say Red Wings, and I'm like, not enough. I got to keep going. Can't see Red Wings fan because it's a club. One of them. Have you yet to win anything out of that FanDuel ticket system, Ryan?
I don't even do it anymore. Do we win or lose this game? I got to say, I think next goal wins it.
That's a cold take.
I think the next goal is crucial in this one, guys.
How are there no odds that you can bet on who wins
subscribe
this
for more
game?
analysis.
Yeah. Red Wings are a minus 104 right now. I'll put something down. Let's go. All right, let's go Red Wings.
I just got a DM from Steve Eiserman. He says that we will win this game if everybody hits subscribe right now. Seems kind of weird that they'd be that invested in subscribing to our channel, but
he's got us up on the TV up there. Got to hear what we got to say.
All right, overtime, and now we lose a face-off. Larkin's the face-off loser. Ottawa's going to break out of their zone. Stützle's going to bring it in.
They're looping around our zone, doing some drop passes, scooting around. We got Cider, Raz, and Larkin out there. They're doing laps around our zone, doing almost nothing. Pass back. Stutzles takes the shot. And Lion kicks it to the corner, but Ottawa's going to maintain possession. They're going to take the puck all the way back to their zone for a line change.
Smart.
So we're about 50 seconds into overtime, and Ottawa's had the puck the entire time and taken one shot. They've broken into the zone. Just kind of looping around the top of the zone. All three of the Ottawa Senators are hanging around the top of the zone. Kachuk's bringing it in down in the corner. And Norris is going to bring the puck back to their zone again. Wings sneak a line change in as well, back into our zone. Ottawa still has the puck, fires, misses the net. It's going to loop around out of the zone again, and they are going to regroup again. We are at 3:30 left in OT. We have not touched the puck. DeBrinket's out there. Bally says Comper's out there. I'm guessing Cider had to have just gotten off the... Yeah, well, now Wallman's out there. Ottawa finds a chance for a potential breakaway, but gets shoved down.
Oh, but we don't get the puck. Man.
We still don't have the puck. Ottawa's going to regroup all the way back to... This is not what the NHL had in mind.
No, but this is what you
when
have
they
to
first
do.
added 3-on-3. I know, but yeah, but it's actually terrible. Like, this is an awful watch. Ottawa breaks back into the zone. They find the 2-on-1. It gets tipped in, and Ottawa will score. Our overtime needs a... It needs a change again, because that's boring as hell. I don't care what the meta is. Yeah, they do what they got to do, and I would do the same thing. But holy hell, is that the most boring section of hockey I've ever watched? That was lame.
Yes.
Ottawa wins. Red Wings lose. We get a point. Wings slightly increase their comfort in the wild card spot, and NHL's overtime is boring.
Crazy how much that face-off means.
Well, GG's.
I
They can
mean,
clown all they want in the bottom of the standings.
fine. We're 6 points into a playoff spot. There's 6 points from last place. Oh boy. Through that, GC.
They are
Indeed.
competing for a lottery pick.
Hey,
So think of it that way.
you and the grind line agree 100% on the matter.
Wings get a point to help their wild card push a little bit, and we also hurt their lottery chances a bit. So think there's your positives.
Oh man.
What'd Grandy say?
That I don't know what you have to do about. That was boring.
Yep. I will say, when 3-on-3 overtime first came out, wasn't like that. It was very exciting. And sometimes even now you get back and forth exciting hockey. This like entire thing of keep away where you like, it's like roller hockey where you just kind of
OT change much that like there's no way that I think they're just settled on this being the end all be all for it. So oh boy. Well, that puts us into the All-Star break. Meaning over the next 9 days or so, we'll probably be pumping out a couple videos that are reflecting back on some of our predictions for the season so far. I know that we had, speaking of Grindy, we had a video with him where we did some over-unders that we can check in to see how our predictions are going with that. We also did some Eastern Conference predictions with Bushy with the Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the name. Josh, save me. Healthy scratch report.
Oh, I thought you were trying to think of like a player name. I was like,
No,
I don't
Bushy
remember
with-
specifically talking about a player.
Bushy with healthy scratch. So that's what's going to be on deck. Also some trade talk too, because I know trade deadline's coming up not too far down the line. And there's obviously stuff to talk about with the Wings on it. So yeah, OTL tonight, but I promise some 3 good
No one
videos that are
subbed
coming your
at
way.
the start of overtime. This is their fault.
Oh my God. You guys did this. Bye.